Hey guys, today I want to go over a PvP hunter build that's based around using your abilities a lot and revolves around the exotic Young Ahamkara's spine. Starting off with the exotic, I put on 2 momentum transfer mods, one enhanced and one regular, but this is actually not what you want to do. What you want is to roll arc on these so that instead you can put on impact induction. And this mod is going to be more useful for the synergy in this build, and you'll see why in a minute. And on my class item is where I have my super regen mods. I've got on enhanced ashes to assets, and I also put on distribution. And these will be very useful because this build includes a lot of dodge and grenade spamming. Now for the rest of my armor, I just put on an intellect mod wherever I could afford it, because really my super is the only thing that would need any extra help with this build. Now I want to go over the subclass. I'm using mid-tree gunslinger, mainly for its melee ability and the perks that go along with it. So for this subclass you get a fan of knives that burns enemies, and whenever they're burning, you're regaining your dodge energy very quickly. And on top of that, if you kill an enemy who's burning, you get back your melee instantly. I'm also using Gambler's Dodge to get back my melee ability whenever I dodge near an enemy. And finally, for the weapon, I'm using the new exotic Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo method makes it so that dealing damage with this weapon gives you back a little bit of melee energy, but killing with this weapon has a really large chance of just giving you your entire melee back, and I think it's definitely more than a 50% chance. Now its second perk, Markov Chain, is what really rounds out this weapon and makes it amazing. It's essentially Swashbuckler and Grave Robber, 2 perks that have great synergy on any legendary weapon, but now you get them both in a single perk on this gun. Now I want to cut to some Tribute Hall gameplay just to show off how much you can spam with this build. So the way that Young Ahamkara's spine works is that any ability hit, including hits from the Tripmine itself, from your melee, or from your super, gives you 33% of your grenade back. So it gives you a third back for each ability hit. But for some reason, unlike the regular throwing knife, the fan of knives counts as 2 hits. So it literally gives you back 2/3 of your grenade. It's nearly completely back, and that's why I think impact induction would be better, because what impact induction does is that it gives you grenade energy for melee hits. So I'm not sure if this would work out like this exactly, but I know that on the Sealed Ahamkara's Grasp exotic, each of the burn ticks from the burn damage of your melee counts as a melee hit. If that works, then it would be absolutely incredible. But even without it, the bonus from impact induction I think would make this build even better, and it would probably give you your entire grenade back with every single knife you throw. And as you can see, due to distribution, I'm getting a fair bit of super energy just from dodging, despite not really killing any enemies here. And since I have on enhanced ashes to assets, I would be getting even more super energy if I were killing a ton of enemies with grenades. So now I want to go over how I make use of this build in PvP. With Iron Banner going on, there's a bit of a temptation to put Tripmines on flags, but I feel like that's a bit too obvious and they'll get shot down pretty easily. So what I like to do is I put Tripmines on the other side of doors or on door frames, and people don't usually notice them until they walk through it. And with the exotic, it enhances the blast radius of it, and it also makes it last like twice as long or more. So people don't really anticipate that, and they'll usually fall for it. Monte Carlo itself is a very good weapon and shouldn't be underestimated. If you get a melee kill, or even just a kill with the gun, you can easily start chaining kills due to Markov Chain. Now generally when I engage, I like to open up with my knife, so that when they burn and I kill them, I can get the knife back. Unless they have first shot on me, I'll usually try to hit them with the knife first. Now here I want to show off how your super also gives you your grenade back, and how, because of the extended duration of the Tripmine and the fact that you get it back so fast, you can actually have 2 Tripmines up at once. Now this guy actually runs past me and triggers both of them. I have no idea how he survived, but since he took so much damage, it was pretty easy to clean him up after. Finally, I want to show you a pretty cool play that I made. I put a grenade here and I see that all of them are coming towards us. So I just put a Tripmine down and I open up with my knife and I actually managed to tag all of them. And I ended up getting a triple. And on top of that, I get both of my abilities back. So I'm ready for the next engagement. That's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoy the video and make good use of the build. And thanks for watching.